Everybody, welcome back to Esoteric Ramblings. I'm Jesse Arnold, and today is Monday Madness. It's a movie review of the new HBO Max and in theaters movie, In the Heights. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to have you here. It's Monday Madness, which I am now venturing out to do things other than just toys and collectibles. So I'm going to do every other week is probably going to be a movie review, and then the other weeks will be toy reviews or toy collection things I've gotten in over the past couple weeks. So maybe it'll turn into something else, but for now, it's Monday Madness movie edition with the movie In the Heights from director John Chu, written by Chiara Allegra Hudes and Lin-Manuel Miranda, based on the stage musical, which I did not know was a musical on Broadway until I saw the movie and I looked up some information about it. But I remember seeing previews over a year ago for this movie, and I was really excited to watch it last year, and the pandemic happened and everything got postponed. So it debuted on HBO Max this weekend, and I know a lot of people are pushing for people to go see movies in the theaters again. But based on my Quiet Place 2 review, if I can watch it on HBO Max or Disney Plus or one of the other services I have when it's new, I will probably take it up on that. Not all the Disney movies, but some of them. I will still see other movies in theaters because they're not available at the time. But if I can watch it on a streaming service, I will, just because I don't enjoy the experience of going to the movie theater anymore. At least my local ones here in central Pennsylvania. I'm looking at you, AMC, and to a less degree, Regal theaters, Real Cinemas over on the East Shore. I just don't enjoy the atmosphere. Too many people talking, too many cell phones. The theaters themselves are not any fun to go to anymore. I don't know. So that said, I was very happy to watch this movie on Friday evening, and it was powerful. Again, it's In the Heights. It's on HBO Max or in the theaters if you want to go to the theater. Starring Anthony Ramos. You might recognize him from Hamilton, and I believe he was in I'm trying to blank. Star is Born. I believe he played Lady Gaga's character's Allie's friend. Melissa Barrera, which I don't know her from other things, or Leslie Grace. Corey Hawkins, I know I've seen in other things. I can't think of what those movies are, but I know or shows or whatever. Jimmy Smits, of course. Olga Merides plays Abuela Claudia. She's just a great character. These are all great characters, and the list goes on. Stephanie Beatriz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is in it. And again, it's always weird to hear her talk in a way that doesn't sound like Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I know that's not her normal voice, so it always throws me off when I see her not using that voice. But it was really fun to see her as someone other than Rosa. Daphne Rubin Vega plays Daniela, who is the owner of the salon in the movie. And there's so many other great characters. Lin-Manuel Miranda plays the Paraguayero. I don't remember what that term is, but he sells the flavored ice, the ice. And it was just a lot of fun watching this movie. I really enjoyed it. The music was great. It's very reminiscent. The styling of the music is very similar to that of Hamilton. It's one of those things where like you hear a score in a movie, you know that's a John Williams score, or James Horner, or some of these other big composer names. And it was the same way. I mean, I knew on paper that it was Lin-Manuel Miranda who did the songs for this movie. But he's got a style, and it's very different from the ones in Moana, but there is still a similarity there. That one didn't feel as directly done the same way, but there's still echoes of his style there, whereas this one, In the Heights, just feels a lot more of the same style as Hamilton, which is not a complaint. I think that's great. I think the music in Hamilton and the songs and the whole thing is absolutely fantastic. In the Heights, though, I will give spoiler warning. So you don't have to worry about spoilers until I put my spoiler card up. So I won't give any real details away yet. It's about the neighborhood Washington Heights in New York City, and it's told from the standpoint of the character Usnavi, who is kind of the narrator. We open with him telling the story to these kids, talking about not forgetting their heritage and then everything. And I know there's only so much I can say as a white audience member, because a lot of the characters, most of the characters in this movie are people of color, and I can't speak for any of their experiences in life, but I absolutely loved this movie. It made me see things and feel things and think things that I think other avenues don't get to me the way this did, because it's a musical and all the emotions are right on the sleeves of the characters. They're right there, and that sort of thing always impacts me more. But yeah, I think it's an absolutely beautiful movie. If I were into going to musicals and stage shows, I would have definitely wanted to go see this. But again, I like watching the movie versions of stuff. So, but yeah, so it's all about this neighborhood and this kind of core cast of late 20-something characters dealing with going to college, coming back from college, where they are at in life, what their dreams are, what are they losing because of gentrification, other things coming into the neighborhood. It's just a whole lot going on in this movie, and I think they explore a lot of these things really well and deliver a really well-rounded story. I love the music. I love the energy of the characters, the different things. There's no real villain in this movie, and I always like that. Like, even in Hamilton, you had Aaron Burr was antagonistic to him in some ways. You don't really have that in this movie. This is just people. Their only real enemy is the obstacles of life, the only obstacles they put up in front of themselves or to other people, but there's no real antagonist, and sometimes that's really hard to do in a lot of movies. And this one, I think they did a really good job with that, because I was invested in everything. I think I was cheering on the characters at all the right moments. It was just a really beautiful movie, and yeah, I think just the songs, the performances of the songs, the dialogue, the set design, all the cool little embellishments. I shouldn't say little, I don't mean little in a dismissive way, but all the embellishments they do to the songs. There's one where they talk about someone in the neighborhood won the lottery. And they're all talking about what they would do with the money, and just how they these cool little animations to people are spending the money and doing different gestures, and there's different animations going on throughout the sequence is really cool. I really like Vanessa, I think, has a really cool story, and where she's trying to better herself and better her life, and she wants to be a designer, and just the artist side of her. I can relate to the artist side, not the situation in general, but the artist side of wanting to be able to create, and all that I found really intriguing. And I really liked was it Nina? Her story about going to college and in California, and just the obstacles she's had there, and her story. It was really interesting. I would watch a whole movie about that character. I know those things are probably pulled from real life experiences for some people, or it's just really interesting. Interesting is not the right word. It's powerful and moving, and this movie definitely had me very worked up, very emotional. And with that, I will give spoiler warnings, because I will get into some spoilers here. So be warned. If you have not seen the play or the movie yet, don't watch any more of this unless you don't care with learning things that happen in the movie. I did do a little bit of reading after I watched to see there were some differences, and some of it was with is it Nina and Benny's story. I apologize if I'm getting the characters' names been mixed up. It's been a couple days, and I closed my IMDb page down, so I don't remember who's who. Um, but some of the things I saw were definitely about her story, and some of the songs are different, um, and all that. And I still, I don't know, because I didn't see the stage representation of the story, so I can't say I like those ideas better or worse than the movie. But I really like the way the movie flowed. I thought it was great. It was really well packaged, and the whole sequence towards the middle, second, towards the end of going into the third act, with Abuela Claudia was just so powerful. Her song, as she's succumbing to the heat and her age, in during the blackout, was just. I was openly weeping sitting on my couch watching this sequence. It hit me very hard, and just her whole song, uh, the Paciencia y Fe, was just so heartbreaking and so moving. And again, I don't know how much I can say about some of these things to fully express what they are. But it moved me, and it was powerful, and I was, like I said, I was weeping. And yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging to watch this movie in a lot of ways, but I think it was in a lot of good ways. So as she sings the song and you see her fade and she passes away, which is kind of the leads into the third act, and the changes for everybody, is just really powerful. Is similar to the Hamilton, spoilers for Hamilton if you haven't watched that, and him losing his son during the duel. Obviously the circumstances are very different, but just how the tone changes, and now it's life after this moment for the characters, is really powerful. And I love, I don't remember the name of the song. I don't know all the names of the songs, but when is it Daniela is leaving to go set up her new salon because she's being kind of priced out of the neighborhood, how she goes and she finds everybody in the back corners in the alley of the neighborhood, and just has this really amazing song pulling everybody from their different cultures out and getting all their different flags out and everything. Is just such a cool moment. I really love that. I have done some traveling in the world. I've been to a couple of the places that the characters from these movies are from, the story is from. I've been to Dominican Republic, I've been to Mexico, been to Costa Rica, been to South Africa, England, a couple other places. But like, it's just amazing. I love different cultures. I think there's so much beauty and amazing things in this world, and I cannot dance, I cannot sing. So seeing those things done in such a powerful way in this type of movie just blows me away. And then you get all the cultural heritage and the different influences into it. It's just really amazing. And I might not understand significance of some of the things. I still admire the beauty and the power of it and everything. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say without just talking about how great it was. But I found this story to be really beautiful. The kids that Usnavi is talking to throughout the film, when it cuts back to him as the narrator, are just some of the most adorable kids I've ever seen on a screen ever. And I really love when we learn the origin of his name. Because when I first heard his name, I was like, that's unique. I've never heard that. I wonder what that is. And when you get the explanation in the movie, it's pretty great. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this movie. There is a little bit of a bonus scene. I don't know if it was at the end of the credits or towards the end of the credits, but there is kind of a circle back to a moment in the movie. Not a major plot point for the main characters, but there's this fun little thing there. So watch the credits. But yeah, that's it. I highly recommend In the Heights. It is easily the top of my list this year. I wish there was more stuff out to make that ranking feel more impactful, but it's easily at the top of my list for this year. I know there's a couple of big movies left to come out this year, Black Widow and Dune and some other things that might give it a run, but I don't know. I think my ranking is usually based off of my emotional reaction to the movies, and this one's going to land pretty high. So I don't see it getting unseated anytime soon for top movies of the year. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for this week's Monday Madness movie edition. Check out In the Heights on HBO Max or in theaters. I believe it's only on HBO for about a month, and then it'll get pulled off to let the theatrical run have a little bit more of the glory. So now that I've seen it, I might go see it in the theater to experience the big cinema effect of it, but I've got a pretty decent sound system and a nice big TV, so I don't know too many friends that... a lot of my friends don't like musicals, so I don't know if I'd be able to talk them into going to see this, to have a group communal experience in watching this movie. But I might go just to see the big screen and hear it on even bigger speakers. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for my ramble today. I'll catch you next time with Comic Hall Rundown on Wednesday, probably Loki on Wednesday, if not Thursday, and then Friday will be my Bad Batch review for the week. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, and as always, ramble on.